Lord, for the wonderful day we've had, and please give us a safe summer for our children, and an enjoyable one and a learning one. We thank you for the young people that we have working, protecting our government and our states. Please, Lord, give us the wisdom to do what you see fit in the way we do it. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, next item is approval of the agenda. Do we have any changes we need to make to the agenda this evening? Seeing none, we'll move on to citizens' participation. We ask the citizens state their name and address for the record and come forward to address the board. Do we have any citizens who wish to address the board this evening?
You go first.
Okay, sorry.
Let your warm up.
Sure.
Yes.
My name is Johnny Santulli, 820 Southwest Rhine Road. I just wanted to thank the mayor for talking with my husband, Pete Chartel, at Patricia's this past week, saying that a mutual friend of ours, Richard Smith, is harmless. It's been a really rough week for a lot of people that consider Richard a friend, and thank you for saying that. Also, I wanted to know on the annexation procedure, I've heard different dates. I've heard it's tonight. Is there a clarification on dates and procedures? Are you going to cover that?
The public hearings that will actually be June 11th, correct? Be June 11th because the property owner wishing for the annexation is out of town, wasn't able to be here tonight, so they moved it to June 11th.
But the letter that said tonight?
There should be just a new letter that went out, I think Thursday or Friday last week.
It went out Thursday or Friday, so
Went out Thursday or Friday a new letter stating the new dates.
But if someone didn't get it, then well, they might be here tonight. So okay, thank you.
My name is Mike Phillips, 600 Broadway. In regards to the signs, the neighbors, we came up to the meeting last year about the signs. Had a conversation with you all. There were some gray areas. We asked a couple of questions. We were told that the parking would not affect the homeowners. And then I remember asking the chief of police if that was one of those deals where there could be some gray area if an officer was having a bad day or whatever, we end up with tickets. And, I guess the issue is we were told one thing, and then another thing arrived out of it. So looking for clarification on that. Then we talked with some of the other neighbors. I think we may even have a solution for that. So about changing some of the wording on the sign. So
Okay.
that's we'll have a good time with that.
Is it the north side of Broadway?
Probably. Yeah, north side.
When that was in response to the issues we had with high school parking, is that?
No, north side of Broadway's been no parking since the road was built.
Okay, I'll go ahead.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it's never been posted as that until recently.
Okay.
You know,
And that's when we showed up. We showed up last year about the signs because if we have a birthday party for the kids, you know, technically that sign says no parking. So if somebody shows up to my house to visit, technically they are not legally parking. It doesn't say time of day; it just says no parking. So we were thinking that if it's going to be that way, then get some exact wording on there about when we can park there, when we can't park there, instead of all the time. So I've had a vehicle park out there almost 9 years. Then the signs came up, and that's how we ended up here last year. So we were told that it was okay. It was not about the residents, and then several of us ended up with a ticket for parking in front of our house. So.
When the signs go up around you guys?
I know that community development got email asking for some additional signs on there. Is my understanding that I thought it had signs on there but I know, I want to say probably last week or the week before, we went out and put up
It
some
was a lot
additional
more,
signs.
yes,
Okay.
yeah. After we had lots of tickets issued and phone calls came in, there were a lot more signs went up.
Yeah, I spoke with Mr. Phillips before the meeting, and probably the recommendation is that I talk with the city engineer. I don't know if there's anything that we can do with the ordinance, but this is something that would have to go before the transportation committee, and the board would have to amend the ordinance if we could do that. Unfortunately, it's, far removed from our hands, so we have several different committees that we have to go through. So I think if we just, you and I can visit about it offline and work together, and I can keep you apprised of the process.
Sounds good.
And see what we come up with.
Thank you.
Okay.
Could I ask that you speak up? We've got the noise from the gym that's coming in, so we're having a hard time hearing.
Okay,
Thank you.
all right. Okay. Does that seem reasonable?
I think.
Okay. Anyone else wish to address the board this evening?
Thank you, Mayor, council members. My name is Paul Arena from Ozark, Missouri. And just for members of the audience who don't know who I am, I'm developing the northeast corner of I-70. From time to time, I want to come before council and give you a quick update, especially as things are moving along, to update you on the progress. I won't take too much of your time, but be glad to answer questions as we go along. Where we stand right now, obviously you see a lot of dirt moving on the site. We're actively engaged in all aspects of development. We have sanitary sewer lines going in. The storm lines are arriving, I believe, tomorrow to start being installed on Wednesday for the site. We're focusing concentration on the movie theater pad, and they've already placed, I think, about 30,000 cubic yards of dirt on the theater pad, and brought it up about 9 feet and got 10 more feet to go. Just wanted to kind of just give you a quick little update on how all that's going. Things have been going very well with the weather. We are actually ahead of schedule, and they're still moving like crazy out there. The dirt's compacting good. I just want to take a second to really commend your staff, Ken and Rick, and all the guys down there have just been working hard to get our approvals in a timely fashion, and things have just really been progressing along very well. There's, as you imagine, a lot of plans that need to be turned in, and a lot of engineering that comes in, and change orders that come through, and they've been really good at being responsive to that. But I just want to take a moment to give you an update, because I know we do have one of our last name readings coming up, and we got some TIF stuff coming up before you, so I do want to keep you updated as we go through the progress. As you're voting on these things, you kind of have a feel of what's going on out there. And from the aspect of also the movie theater, things are looking very good on there. We've got a time schedule worked out with the contractor we selected today to do the movie theater, so things are looking pretty good for next November, is what we're shooting for, if all the weather holds. We'll be out there and moving forward. I also, part of our process as we're going through the NID was the rating that the city council received, and I'm not going to go too much into that because I know some of the staff may share that, but the city of Green Valley got an excellent credit rating, I think one of the best that you can get, and that is phenomenal. I mean, that just speaks highly of basically how you guys are running the city, but the management and everybody involved to get that type of rating, and that actually lowers the cost for all the funds that city uses to purchase from everything that they do. So that actually saves the city and the citizens a lot of money. So I just want to give you a thumbs up on that. That's awesome. And definitely all the staff that works on your city staff, that was impressive to see. And Kathy could probably speak to that too. It was definitely a good rating. Any questions? So you gotta be quick.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Anyone else wish to address the board?
Yeah, I was notified you guys are looking for a new tower in town, and I'd be interested in possibly seeing about trying to place a bid on that too, for those a done deal.
Our RFP process is already closed out.
It is. I wasn't notified, I didn't know that.
Yeah, we had it posted
Posted on the website or whatever.
in the paper as well.
Anyone else wish to address the board? Seeing none, we'll move on to consent agenda.
I move that we accept the consent agenda.
Motion from Alderman Scully to accept the consent agenda. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second, Alderman Arnold. Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Okay, next item is proclamations.
got a problem with
The City of Green Valley proclamation, whereas Jacob M. Thompson has distinguished himself by obtaining the rank of Eagle Scout with Boy Scout Troop 310, and whereas Jacob has been recognized in this area for his outstanding community service, leadership skills, a positive attitude, and academic achievement, and whereas Jacob has proven to be an asset to the Green Valley community, his troop, his family, and his friends, and whereas Jacob has set an example for others to follow and has distinguished himself, his troop, and his community with this award, and whereas the City of Green Valley would also like to recognize Jacob for his outstanding achievement of becoming an Eagle Scout. Now therefore be it proclaimed that the City of Green Valley Board of Aldermen and Mayor Mike Todd are proud to recognize Jacob M. Thompson for achieving Scouting's highest honor bestowed, the rank of Eagle Scout, in testimony whereof I have hereunto set my hand and caused the seal of the city to be affixed the 21st day of May 2012 in the City of Green Valley, Missouri.
Yes, it is. Oh.
Thank you.
We gotta keep Mom happy.
One more, Mike.
One more. Mike,
Or?
come on. You're a celebrity now.
Stand up, Mike.
All right, next.
I got a picture where you can actually talk to the people in the class.
Okay, here we go.
Keep ball.
It will rain.
Go ahead, James.
I know, that's right, you're already dying, sorry.
City of Green Valley, Missouri proclamation, whereas James R. Thompson has distinguished himself by obtaining the rank of Eagle Scout with Boy Scout Troop number 310, and whereas James has been recognized in this area for an outstanding community service, leadership skills, a positive attitude, and academic achievement, and whereas James has proven to be an asset to the Green Valley community, his troops, his family, and his friends, and whereas James has set an example for others to follow and has distinguished himself, his troop, and his community with this award, and whereas the City of Green Valley would also like to recognize James for his outstanding achievement of becoming an Eagle Scout. Therefore be it proclaimed that the City of Green Valley Board of Aldermen and Mayor Mike Todd are proud to recognize James R. Thompson for achieving Scouting's highest honor bestowed, the rank of Eagle Scout, in testimony whereof I have hereunto set my hand and caused the seal of the city to be affixed the 21st day of May 2012 in the City of Green Valley, Missouri.
The Thompson boys. There you go.
Is that okay?
Smart.
Do you want one more?
Rain's on the outside. Hang it.
It's automatic, just one shoot.
Smile. One more for Dad. Come on.
Zach, we can open the window if we need to.
Did you do it?
I can always send ours to you.
Okay. You got an error.
No, you got an error. We have to go through
First meeting after.
Kathy, you open such, I enjoyed every bit of it. And that's why we. Because that's not- Anytime you need anything, you call on me.
Good job, man.
You didn't know that.
Finally, Mr. Mayor, we have one more proclamation. The City of Grain Valley proclamation. Whereas the City of Grain Valley, in conjunction with the National Trails Day sponsoring organization, the American Hiking Society, are celebrating National Trails Day on the first Saturday of June each year. And whereas hundreds of thousands of trail enthusiasts are expected to participate in a wide variety of activities on public trails at more than 1,000 nationally sanctioned Trail Day events across the nation. And whereas citizens of Grain Valley should recognize that trails provide opportunities of all types with minimum adverse impacts and maximum benefit for natural, cultural, and community resources, the vital role that parks, trails, and outdoor activities relate to good physical and mental health and enhance the quality of life for all people. And whereas the City of Grain Valley is extremely proud of our growing trail system and its contributions to providing a wide variety of trail opportunities and experiences for people of all ages and abilities, by promoting a healthy place to recreate, a place to learn and grow, and a safe place to walk, run, or ride a bicycle in our community. And whereas trail activities bring together friends and families, enhance the quality of life, boost tourism, and stimulate the economic development in Grain Valley. Now therefore be it proclaimed, I, Mike Todd, Mayor of the City of Grain Valley, Missouri, do hereby proclaim Saturday, June 2nd, 2012 as National Trails Day, and urge all citizens to support and promote this observance. In testimony whereof I have hereunto set my hand and caused the seal of the city to be affixed the 21st day of May 2012 in the city of Grain Valley, Missouri.
See no more proclamations, and see no presentations, public hearings, previous business, or new business. We'll move on to ordinances.
Bill B-1235, second reading. This will be ordinance 2234, an ordinance authorizing and directing the issuance of taxable neighborhood improvement district limited general obligation temporary notes, Grain Valley Marketplace Project, Series 2012 of the City of Grain Valley, Missouri, and authorizing certain other documents and actions in connection therewith. Second reading, ordinance number 2234.
I move that we accept Bill B 12-35 for its second reading, making it ordinance number 2234.
I have a motion from Alderman West to approve Bill 12-35 for its second reading, making ordinance 2234. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second, Alderman Headley. Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign.
Arnold,
Yes.
Scully,
Yes.
Totten,
Yes.
Headley,
Yes.
Schaefer,
Yes.
West,
Yes.
6-0, Mayor. Bill B-1236, second reading, will be ordinance 2235, an ordinance authorizing the city administrator to enter into an amended agreement with Springstead Incorporated to include continued reporting for the bond issues. Second reading, ordinance 2235.
I move that we accept Bill B 12-36 for its second reading, making it ordinance number 2235.
I have a motion from Alderman West to accept Bill 12-36 for its second reading, making ordinance 2235. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second, Alderman Totten. Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign.
Arnold,
Yes.
Scully,
Yes.
Totten,
Yes.
Headley,
Yes.
Schaefer,
Yes.
West.
Yes.
6-0, Mayor. Bill B-1237, second reading, will be ordinance 2236, an ordinance authorizing the mayor to enter into an agreement with the Missouri Department of Transportation for grants funding overtime for DWI enforcement and hazardous moving violations. Second read, ordinance 2236.
I move that we accept bill number B 1237 for its second reading, making it ordinance number 2236.
I have a motion from Alderman Totten to accept Bill 12-37 for its second reading, making ordinance 2236. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second, Alderman Scully. Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign.
Arnold,
Yes.
Scully,
Yes.
Totten,
Yes.
Headley,
Yes.
Schaefer,
Yes.
West.
Yes.
6-0, Mayor. Bill B-1238, second reading, ordinance 2237, an ordinance authorizing the city administrator to purchase a 2012 Chevrolet Impala for the Green Valley Police Department. Second reading, ordinance 2237.
I move that we accept bill number B 1238 for its second reading, making it ordinance number 2237.
I have a motion from Alderman Totten to accept Bill 12-38 for its second reading, making ordinance 2237. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second, Alderman Scully. Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign.
Arnold,
Yes.
Scully,
Yes.
Totten,
Yes.
Headley,
Yes.
Schaefer,
Yes.
West.
Yes.
6-0, Mayor. Bill B-1239, first reading, an ordinance authorizing the city administrator to enter into an agreement with Safran Morpho Track for maintenance and support on a live scan fingerprint machine. First reading, Bill B-1239.
I move that we accept bill number B 1239 for its first reading, bringing it back for its second reading by title only.
I have a motion from Alderman Totten to accept Bill 12-39 for its first reading, bring it back by title only for its second reading. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second, Alderman Scully. Any discussion?
I get not being on board. Was this part of the original proposal when we went to the live scan process and this is in the budget?
Right, and this is actually, it's a little bit more complicated than that. This is leftover software and hardware that they took off the old machine and put on the new one. So it's actually covered under a separate warranty than what the current machine is. But the majority of it is software and hardware on it. So they had to do a residual contract for the next 9 months, in the time frame that software and hardware is covered on.
Do we have some history on the maintenance and support on that old system then? I mean, can we project what it's gonna cost? Because it's not just the initial agreement payment, it's also paid by the hour, or anytime you come in and have
Right.
someone do something.
Do
So
I
do we
have
have
any?
any kind of history to see what kind of expense we're looking at on this?
I don't have any with me. I can probably produce some of that. I can tell you right now, we've had very little to none. Any issues with it other than the routine maintenance that they come and do once a year. That's about it.
This software's going away though, right?
Right. And a lot of it is getting upgraded, and that's the problem. I mean, the majority of it's, you can't use it, so.
Any additional questions or discussion? Seeing none, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign.
Bill B-1240, first reading, an ordinance authorizing the city administrator to enter into a towing contract with ABC Tow for towing services. First reading, Bill B-1240.
I move that we accept bill B 1240 for its first reading and bringing it back for its second reading and by title only.
I have a motion by Alderman Totten to accept Bill 12-40 for its first reading, bring it back by title only for its second reading. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second, Alderman Scully. Any discussion?
Yes, Mayor, I have a question with regards to how are people or businesses notified? I know there was a gentleman that was asking about this, but, I mean, does it just go on the website, the city's website?
Right, and then we put it in the paper. We had a pretty good response. We had 3 companies actually put in for it, and then I talked to a couple other ones on the phone that just, I guess they never just wanted to submit their
But there was
application.
no Green Valley?
Yeah, there was, called Wild Auto Tow and Recovery. They did put in for it, but they didn't meet the minimum specifications for the tow lot and various other reasons.
Is there still questions or discussion?
Does it come due at the same time, your contracts?
Doesn't come due at the same
Well,
time.
like we're doing the contract now, so that, say that they would like to go home and put a circle on next year's calendar,
Mhm.
it's going to come due about approximately the same time.
It'll be in June, mid-June next year.
Okay, so then they automatically know to come up here then next June.
Well, you know, if we decide, because we have the option
Okay.
to renew up to additional 2 years at a 1-year increments. If we're satisfied with the service,
Okay.
based on what the contract says. So, and I do have a representative of ABC Tow here this evening, Brian Rons of ABC, so.
But anybody in the area that if they want to call their own tow service, they can do that? too?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
These are just strictly for police order tows. Anytime
Okay.
you have an arrest, you know, DWI related, or whatever the incident may be, or an accident or something like that, that we, police order tow, that's when ABC tow will show up. But if we get out on a disabled vehicle or something like that, and somebody has a preference on a tow, and it's a non-preferential tow, and they tell us who they want, and we'll get them out there.
Okay.
No problem.
Okay. Any other questions? Seeing none, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign.
Bill B-1241, first reading, an ordinance authorizing the city administrator to utilize Jackson County's 2012 pavement maintenance contract for the 2012 Cross Creek Overlay Project. First reading, Bill B-1241.
I move that we accept bill number B-12-41 for first reading and bring it back for a second reading by title only.
I have a motion from Alderman Scully to accept Bill B-12-41 for its first reading, bring it back by title only for its second reading. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second, Alderman Totten. Any discussion?
We put this after bid, I guess.
Actually, this is going to be using Jackson County's
This is Jackson County.
contract that they have, yeah. They came in quite a bit, and the contract that they were able to get came in quite a bit cheaper than what we've historically got for numbers. And so we had an opportunity to piggyback off theirs because of their quantity, we're saving money, which is why we're recommending this, that we piggyback off Jackson County.
This meets all requirements for state, for putting out jobs like this for bid.
Absolutely, yeah, it's a cooperative agreement with the county. So it meets both the statutes and our purchasing guidelines of the city.
What is their standard warranty guarantee? What is that?
To be honest with you, typically on like an overlay project, they'll put like a 1 or 2 year maintenance bond, but I don't know specifically on this project because we haven't gotten to that point of detail. Initially, what we have to do is have the board approve us joining Jackson County because they're not going to issue a change order until they have a commitment from our board that we're going to do the project. Once we get to that, we can find out more details. In fact, by a second read, I can probably be able to tell you what the maintenance bond period is going to cover.
Just out of curiosity, can you, Brandon, what's the rough idea what the savings is gonna be doing it this way?
Off the top of my head?
No,
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely. Yep.
just a rough idea. I'd just be curious to know how much we're saving by
What I-
doing it this way.
What I'd do most likely is probably compare it to 2009, 2010, and 2011 bid prices that we've had for our street maintenance program and when we've gone out for overlays.
That would be when we subbed it out too, right?
Yes.
So you're gonna put that against when we set it out to, last year when we
Yeah,
had,
yeah.
yeah.
Tandem paving, doing all
Exactly,
that.
thank you. I didn't think of that, yeah. I'd be curious to see how much we're saving versus what we do doing now. Thank you.
Right, this one.
Yeah.
On the map,
Yes, sir.
it's just the colored markings that's gonna be done.
That is correct.
The rest of the road's okay?
Yeah, well, no.
No.
The project's, Cross Creek is split into 2 years, just so we can manage it financially. We didn't have the money to do it both, so we went with the most severe. That's why it's a little discombobulated. We went with the most severe road segments. We're gonna have those repaired, and then next year, the plan is to have the other half of the subdivision done.
Any other questions or discussion? Seeing none, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. The ordinances, no resolutions, no city attorney for a city attorney's report, city administrator and staff reports.
Chief, did you have something for the staff report? Golf tournament?
Yeah, other than, I don't have the end figures yet for how they made out on the golf tournament yet, because we're still waiting on some receivables and some expenditures to pay out. But thank you for everybody. We did have a very successful golf tournament, I believe. We had about 18 teams, a little bit lower than what we'd like to have. But everybody that was there, I think really, put forth the effort in helping us out for the cause for the Victim Services Program. And I think we probably raised some pretty decent money for the program. So thank you for everybody that was there and supported it. Appreciate it. And hopefully by next meeting, I'll have some end figures for you on how we made out on the tournament.
I've got a couple things. First, we're reviewing our employee benefits, health benefits right now, and that renews July 1st. I wanted to find out if the board would be able to have a workshop on Tuesday, June 5th. And the purpose of this is to be able to go through all of the benefit offerings that we have, what staff is recommending, let you guys review the information, ask questions, and try to get all of that fleshed out before the June 11th meeting, because we need to have 2 reads on the June 11th meeting in order to get the benefits effective July 1st, just because of the time frame that it runs. So is everybody available for that? Schaefer?
Hard to know.
I'm not. I won't be here.
Okay.
I can get you the information
I was gonna ask you.
beforehand.
I'll read it, and if I got questions, I'll send you an email.
Very good. All right, the Westgate dinner, it's the MML dinner that they host every year, is May 24th in Grandview. Want to find out, I think so far Alderman Arnold is the only one that's RSVP'd for it. Trying to find out if any of the other aldermen would like to go. Their social hour is 6 p.m. and dinner starts at 7. But we need to RSVP ASAP. So just let Jamie know next several days.
No, tonight.
Tonight. All right. And then finally, there's just a reminder that May 29th, we have the school recognition ceremony at 7 p.m. over at City Hall. That is all I have, Mr. Mayor.
All right. Board of Alderman reports and comments. Alderman Arnold?
Just one question, and to kind of put somebody on the spot here. The chamber was needing to get their insurance stuff in for the 4th of July sales of the fireworks, and has that been taken care of yet? I know it's.
Yes, it has.
Okay. They were supposed to be 30 days out from the time. And
They actually got it to me about 3 weeks ago.
okay, very good. Thank you.
Okay. Alderman West?
Nothing at this time.
Alderman Headley?
Nothing at this time.
Alderman Scully?
Thank you for having police patrolling on Meadow up by Valley Hills and Long Drive. I have witnessed several people being stopped, so.
I would argue that we're there quite a bit, but anyways, I'm glad you
They're more
Received the
noticeable
message
right
that we're
now,
there.
I'll tell you that, Aaron, because
Okay.
I've actually seen them and seen they have people stop, so.
Good deal.
I think, I'm very positive that they kind of keep up that way.
Good.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Alderman Cotton?
Oh, well, good news and bad news. I got the privilege of going to school and talk about politicians and attorneys. And first question out of their mouth is, how much do aldermen make? I almost had cardiac arrest. Mayor, hold on to your seat. They think we make $90,000 a year. I said, wait a minute, I got an emergency call with the mayor. We're underpaid. Then I told them how we average about $3,000. And my gosh, the kid said, well, you can't live off of $3,000. So Mayor, I'm sorry to tell you, the kids guessed us wrong. And I told them lawyers made at least $50 an hour. Now then.
And you said what the administrator made, right?
I had the paperwork there, yes ma'am. I said it took college education and stuff, and I was going into detail. Now then, I want to say thank you for the garden. I got to go to Independence on the beautification of flowers and stuff for our town. I learned a whole lot, and I thank you for letting me go. Boy, there's a lot of work to that stuff, guys. Now, the next thing, today we had a wonderful meeting. Zach was invited, Chief Ambrose was invited, Mary Stratt from the community center was invited, and mark your calendars, June the 30th. We are having a Grain Valley Neighbor to Neighbor, Help Your Neighbor program, and everyone in Grain Valley, Showing residents, gets into the races free. All they're asked is to bring donations for the community center. And Mary asked for like paper goods and stuff because people on food stamps do not get toilet paper and that type of thing and cleaning products. So there'll be a list right in the paper, Zach. He said he'll put it in the paper because she gave us one. And I had a gentleman inform Alderman Taunton that we wasn't foreseeing a rainy day program, but if we have a rain out, we will have it on July the 7th. So that's all I have to say. But I had a wonderful time at the school. They were very asking questions and about math and what is important. And I told them you can't cook, sew, or be a plumber or electrician without knowing your math. And we went into a lot of discussions, but it was a wonderful experience. Thank you.
Alderman Schaefer?
Nothing this time, Mayor.
Mayor's report. Number one is if you have money to give for the refreshments next week for the high school recognition meeting, Jamie and I will accept that, and Jamie has so graciously volunteered to take care of those refreshments for us.
I wouldn't go with graciously.
So, I won't forget to count all that, so if we have that, get that, so we will take care of that. The other thing is, Chief, I got a call, I don't know, 10:30 a.m. Saturday, probably know what it was about, Crodsville traffic.
Okay.
I know there's not a whole lot we can do about it, I know there's so much, I know that, I think in the past, we might have put some of the officers out on their bikes, I don't know, but we had, a citizen who was concerned about, emergency vehicles being able to get through and told I to pass that along to you, and I didn't know. I mean, I know that used to some of the major
Yeah, in the last couple of years, we
one-way
just haven't
all
had
the
the
time.
crowds like we've had in the past.
Yeah.
But I understand in certain parts of the town, it is an issue with the roads and
I
stuff,
told my
with parking.
pass that
and
along.
everything. Okay.
That was a good thing, put them on golf carts, I don't know, but.
Don't have golf. What about golf?
So, I'm gonna pass that along, maybe for next year, before they a little bit.
Okay.
Do we,
We'll look at that.
actually, he asked me if we bring up extra officers on for that day, and
I had 3 officers on that day, just
Is there any
We're down a
accidents?
couple guys right now, we got some guys in training, you know, we just don't have a lot.
Was it pretty regular?
But I
all
did
day
not, I
forward?
did not post anything for overtime or anything like that in particular. We hadn't had any issues the last couple of years.
Okay.
You know, I didn't hear that there were any issues that happened.
Okay, added to it.
But I mean, there's always that concern with the parking. If something does happen, yeah, we're gonna have a problem. You know, on some of those roads, getting some emergency
Yeah.
vehicles down, there's no doubt about it. Firemen are gonna be connecting some long hose.
Yeah.
Got big bumpers.
Yeah, there we go, or that. They can just plow their way down. But,
Just kidding.
we can look at that, we'll look into that for next year.
Okay, yeah.
Try to get some extra guys on for next year.
That is all I have, and we did not have need for executive session. So seeing that, we will, no one else has anything else? We will adjourn.
That's what I said. Just kidding.
You guys have stuff, you know, like you got